Welcome to Daily 5 for Thursday, September 28th, 2023. Today's 5 is a little different than the average 5 because this is what I would call a near-term show roadmap update, I guess. Specifically because I'm going to be outlining what's going to be happening in the month of October because things are going to be a little different in terms of the shows that you're going to hear. Now, first off, nothing bad has happened. Lando and I will still be doing our Friday shows, so there's no alteration to the show itself. Nothing has happened. There's been no terrible events or anything like that. Lando and I have not suddenly had a falling out. Nothing like that. But you're not going to hear any 5s in October, or at least right now my plan is not to record any 5s in October. And the reason for that is, well, there's really two reasons. One that's been kind of a long simmering reason in the background, but it was kind of forced by something else that's actually a positive in a way. Well, not in a way, it is a positive. So, if you've listened to the show for a while, you know that I've done a daily show now for, I don't know how many years, I'd have to look, but I'm going to say 8 or 9 maybe longer. I don't even remember. I'd have to look at my folders and see what year the first folder for the 5s is. But I've been doing them for a while. And I've talked about the fact before that they're not always easy. There are times where I literally get to 11:30 or right at noon and to have a show out and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I usually get lucky with it or think of something that I can talk about, which is just not always the best thing. And that's not to say I don't like doing the 5s. I do. They actually have a very useful function for the show because there's a lot of times I think of something and I have something to say about it, but I know it's not something that's a good fit for the Friday show. Or I just forget about it. That's another problem. My memory is just terrible. And at one point I kept telling myself, you got to take notes. You got to get a notepad thing on your phone, write down the note, and then bring it to the Friday show. But the reality is I've never done it. And the show still managed to crack 2 hours most of the time. So I don't know that more topics is really what we need. So the 5s will continue. I just need a break from them. I just, not even need. It's not like I'm suddenly suffering or something like that. I just want to take a break from them. I've been doing them for a long time, and I'd like to take some time off. I don't think I may have taken a week off here or there, or maybe like when my dad died or something, but I don't think I've ever had a significant break on the 5s more than a week. I want to say no more than a week. But it also happened that I have material now, shows that I'm essentially just sitting on, that I can release in October. And I don't like sitting on shows. I have a show with Andy Last and Marco Marek that I think I recorded 2 months ago now. And it's not like we're a topical show or anything like that, but at the same time, you're going to hear me talking about playing Dead Island 2 in that show and how I'm having a great time with it. And if you listened, for our final review of that, we talked about it on a Friday show, we both end up really hating where that game ended up and it ruined the game for us. So then hearing, 2 months later that, we're having a great time with Dead Island 2, it's not a great experience to me. I'd rather release shows really close to when I record them so that you can hear them. But plus, I just want people to hear them. That's the reason I do them. I don't do them so I can put them in a vault and wait like Prince's estate to release them later. No, I want people to hear them when I record them because usually I'm having a great time in them and I'd like people to experience a great time in them. So, I know I have enough shows to do essentially a late night mega series in October. So, every Monday in October, and at least 2 Wednesdays, if I've got my count right, there will be a late night or a special episode of some kind. And so while in terms of the episode count, it will be a light month, meaning that there will be fewer episodes released in the month, you will actually be getting far more in terms of the actual recorded material. So I think it works out. I think it'll be all right. And like I said, it's only for October. It's a nice way to just kind of clear everything out, clear my head out a little bit for the 5s, clear the backfill of episodes that I've got out, and, just do something different for the month of October. Why not? Why not? There's really no reason not to. Like I said, Friday shows will still come out the same way. This is not a permanent alteration to anything. It'll all come back in November the way it always was, but between having extra shows that I'm just sitting on and really just needing a break from the 5s for a bit, I think the timing worked out really well. So anyway, that's all I wanted to lay out in this roadmap. Again, no big fundamental changes. It's all going to be the same eventually. It's just October is going to be a bit of a different month, but hopefully a good one. Hopefully you enjoy what you hear. And we'll be back with I'll be back with 5s starting in November, unless I come back sooner. But that's the plan. All right, later.